And only 2 tonight, so there's going to be time to talk about everything. We do want to talk about the Suns. What in the world? Man, none of us know anything, because here we are. Suns with a nice win over the T-Wolves, 108-105. Collin Gillespie, 11 of his 19 came in the fourth quarter. Mark Williams with 22. Anthony Edwards had 40, which is his 5th 40-point game this season. And then Gobert was ejected. We will get to that one with the flagrant 2 on Williams. But this thing was tied at 84 at the end of 3. And then Collin Gillespie just comes up big in the fourth. 11 of the 24 total points for the Suns were scored by him. And so I'm wondering, I love that we're going to do this, because he's white. Is he their Austin Reaves, Lou?
Listen, I'm not getting involved
He's
in that.
undrafted.
Yeah, I'm not getting involved in that. But the kid can play, can really play. I like the fact that he knows angles. He attacks gaps. He's one of the type of guys, you throw him the basketball at the three-point line, he's not going to settle for the 3. He can put it on the ground. He can make plays for other guys. He made Mark Williams look like a lob threat last night. Can finish at the rim, and he got range. So the kid got a lot of game, and he went undrafted, and to be in this position, you know, to have an opportunity to play some really good minutes, some minutes that mean something, and to make the most of them. You know, I look forward to seeing what else that he can build from his career. But last night he had a hell of a night, and if it wasn't for him, we might be having a different conversation. So shout out to Collin for what he's been able to accomplish, averaging about 13 and a half on a year, 18 in the last 11 games. So he can stay like that. Consistency. They got a really good player in Gillespie.
Yeah, the numbers don't. The numbers don't lie. And this kid, he was undrafted, but he was a stud in college. Remember, I think he was like player of the year twice. Because he's a slow white guy in comparison, you know what I mean? That's probably why I think the ceiling, you thought it was there. And it is funny to compare him to like a Peyton Pritchard or an Austin.
It's what we do, apparently.
Yeah, it's just what everyone does. And there are similarities, but this is not a fluke. He did this earlier in the week, or last week, here in LA against the Lakers, where him and Dylan Brooks just went berserk. And they obviously have more opportunity now when Devin Booker's out, when Jalen Green's out, and they are taking advantage of all their opportunity. And watch him. It's not a fluke. This kid can play, and again, he is versatile. He's a bigger guard. He plays at his own pace. He got to be fun to play with too, because he's dropping dimes and finding the open man, making the right plays. So it's not a fluke, and I think you're going to continue to see him get better and better as the season goes on.
I mean, I'm more so impressed with just him taking advantage of his opportunities, being undrafted, coming in, taking on this assignment with leading a professional basketball team, and, you know, just doing it gracefully. So shout out to him, like Lou said. So, you know, this should be an example for all young players coming in, just being ready, being prepared, taking advantage of your opportunity. And I think he's done a great job with that. But overall, I'm also impressed with the Suns in general.
Right?
I mean, losing a talent like Kevin Durant, losing a talent like, you know, Bradley Beal, and I think everybody had them signed off this season. So the fact that they're putting together a pretty decent season as of right now, guys are in and out of the lineup. They're a little banged up. I'm not sure what's really going on with the young fella, Jalen Green. I haven't heard much about him this season, but all in all, I mean, they're having a pretty impressive season.
Yeah.
Grayson Allen's been great. Dylan Brooks having a career year.
Yeah.
Mark Williams with the whole trade thing and health. He's been healthy and he's been good when he's on the floor. So this is, and it's a first-year coach too, right? So like
That's a big part of it.
They are bought in and they are playing the right way.
And I'm sorry, pardon my ignorance, but is this the same Mark Williams that was supposed to be a Laker?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
That weird.
That got red flag.
That fly
kid
cross
was ever so
country.
worried, and now he's cooking.
Oh,
Yeah, and by the way, you're like you said, Jalen Green
13 and 9.
No Devin Booker last night. It's a very fun watch right now.
Does Gillespie remind you of like a TJ McConnell?
You know what? Moving on. Boogie, you know I'm going to ask you first on this one. We got a Rudy Gobert moment last night. Speaking of Mark Williams,
let's get your take on this, Boog.
Bit of a hit from Mark to Rudy. Then a few possessions later, you get another moment, and the hand goes up. It does end up being a flagrant 2, and he does get kicked out. Dirty play, yay? No? What are we looking at?
I don't think that's dirty at all.
What?
Whoa, what's up?
That is.
It's
just waiting to see what I got.
I'm here for the vibes, dog.
Honestly,
Run that back. That is. I love.
Do it again.
In today's game, that's considered, you know.
I like how he does it and puts his hands up.
Immediately hands up.
That's just a hard foul. I mean, in today's game, it's too much. It's a hard foul. I wouldn't consider. I've seen dirty plays, but we've seen dirty plays.
That's not a dirty play.
Bro,
That's
he's
minimal.
in the air
That's
taking
minimal.
a rib, a kidney shot with
In today's game, it qualifies.
It's
It qualifies
levels to a
as a
dirty
dirty
play.
This isn't anything.
Like,
over the top. Like, come on, bro.
I mean, it seems a little hard.
When I
did
came
he
in the
embellish?
league, this
This is a defensive player of the year that's also
it.
7 feet that can
I
meet
get
him
it.
at the rim.
Yeah, why did
and
he do
instead,
that?
You decided to put your
I didn't
forearm
say
in
he
the-
didn't deserve to get the flagrant two.
You just
All
said
I
it-
said
it's
was
minimal.
That's minimal.
What we're
That's
missing
not-
here,
Why
too,
not
is
go
this
for the
was straight
block?
retaliation because he just got slapped.
Right.
in the head the
Exactly.
day before,
That's what
so-
big men do.
But
Like,
this is malicious, so you know he did this on purpose.
he did it on purpose,
Yeah,
but
it's
that
not
is
a,
nothing.
It's not a play on
Can
the
I ask a dumb question? Why not go for the block and have like a double like get back? That's more revenge. If you no,
Because he wanted to make sure that
He wanted-
Mark
he
knew
wanted to
he
feel
wanted his
some
lick
pain.
back.
Yeah, he
Well,
wanted his lick
simple
back.
and
He's
plain.
one
He wanted his
flagrant
lick
away
back.
from a game suspension and a flagrant 2 away from a 2
Now that makes the
suspension.
I don't think
now that
that's
makes the
hard.
foul stupid.
So now we're going to be watching.
That makes it stupid.
You act like this is
It
a
ain't
guy
even
that
gotta be a
can't
dirty play. Now it's a
not
stupid
avoid
play.
that. Like, he'll avoid it.
I don't understand why you act surprised afterwards, too. Like, throw your hands up, and when you watch the review, you're, like, shocked at the result. You know damn well what you just did was a flagrant foul.
Yeah, it's all part of showmanship. It's weird. It's really weird. That was a weird one.
I've seen worse.
But the fact, that he got 5 of these already, though, is kind
Which
of
is
crazy.
kind of nuts.
He's a big man. Like,
That ain't no excuse.
he's
I
trying
think he's
to change.
vengeful.
Rudy, I appreciate your efforts. I appreciate you trying to change the
I
narrative.
saw this going the other
Look,
way.
I really saw this going the other
I
way.
see what the
I
kid
like
is
it.
doing.
You turning a new leaf. I like
I see what he's
maturing?
doing. I try. I try to better myself
turned
every
a new
single
leaf.
day.
I like
But
it.
I feel like
Call
this
it
is him.
evolution, Bees. It's
Exactly. I feel like he's trying to change the narrative. You know, obviously he's been labeled, soft and things of that nature. I think this is him changing the narrative on his name. I'm not mad at it. I don't think it was over the top. Was it a flagrant 2? Yes, he got the results, whatever. But this is him changing the narrative.
I'm not mad at it.
I'm not
mad at all, but it was dirty as hell.
Yeah, I think it's.
We've
I
seen
think
worse.
It can be
No
all
doubt.
of the things.
I'm just saying. that-
Did we not see Andrew Bynum take out JJ Barea? Like, that was dirty.
It's a little unfair, yeah.
But
That's minimum.
but He pushed somebody that's in his weight class. If I get fouled with that same push right there, I'm out 4 to 6 weeks.
You're in the third row.
I'm 4 to 6. I'm out the weight class. They the same size, so that works for them.
You know what? I
I'm
will
not
say
mad
this.
at the results. He
In
got what he
defense-
deserved.
In
Cool.
defense of Boogie,
That
I
was
listened to like the radio calls and the TV calls last night, and it was such a quick, real-time moment that even the guys calling the game for Phoenix were like, "Oh wait, no, that is like they didn't see it the first time either."
It's minimal.
So
That's
it
what
was.
I'm saying.
Are we not upset at all that he got tossed and they lost by 3 points?
I think he got what he deserved.
I'm saying, is that a bigger problem that he's not on the floor for his team?
Ant says that
He
after the
probably
game.
was going to be off the floor anyway in crunch time.
There he is. There he is.
There it is. He's back,
You
baby.
took that mask off. You took that mask off you've been wearing for 2
Y'all are
minutes.
sick.
It's only a matter of time, Boogie. We got
He
you.
just poked him until he said something crazy.
Anthony Edwards, we mentioned, had the 40 points, and he's had multiple of those. But Minnesota right now against teams with losing records, or I'm sorry, with winning records, are 2-8. So that's a little problematic, Chandler, if he's doing what he's doing and you still can't figure out a way to get these wins.
Yeah, they're just inconsistent, right? They're a high-volume offensive team. They take a lot of long twos. They're inefficient. And when Anthony Edwards goes nuts, they usually play well.
Good, how
They
you
usually
doing?
finish games. But what's going on here? But no, I think, that, again, they have so much talent, and they do have the capability to be really good on both sides of the ball. But it's tough when your star player does this and goes 15 to 21, has one of his better efficient nights, drops 40, and you still lose a game. It's not a great sign, especially when you have the other team's best 2 players out. It just feels like it's a maturity level game to take your foot off the gas and to cough this one up was bad. But again, this is what they've kind of been doing. 2-8 against teams above 500 is not what you want to see. You want to see the opposite of that.
Well, I'm sorry, Boogie. The style of play, they got to figure it out. Like Julius Randle is the guy that's leading your team in assists right now. So that's telling me that he's bringing the ball up the floor, he's initiating the offense, and this is your 4 doing that. He needs to be someone where you throw him the ball 18 to 20 feet from the rim, and he's able to put pressure on you, and he's able to be aggressive. But when you're putting him in a position to play outside of the three-point line, it's going to be tough to win basketball games like that down the stretch. And so, we've had the conversation about the Timberwolves needing a point guard and needing somebody to really set the table for all of these guys that they have, and it's starting to show. I don't know if they're going to be able to compete at the top of the West with the rest of the teams with this style of play and having your 4 being the leader in assist. If that's like, it works for Jokic, right?
Right.
It works for some teams, but the style of play with Julius Randle, he needs to be an aggressor, not the person that's setting the table for everybody else.
Right. I feel like this team just has a cap on it right now, and I think it's kind of where it's a log jam in their forwards and big man. I think with that situation, it doesn't allow this team to continue to grow. I think the biggest thing they're missing is a high-level PG to go next to Anthony Edwards. I think that'll open up his game tremendously. It'll take a lot of pressure off of him, and it takes the leash off of having so many plays where he's responsible for being the playmaker as well. So I think that's the issue right now. I think they have to make a decision on what they want to do with their forwards and bigs moving forward. I think that also takes that cap off from them and allows this team to continue to grow and actually reach their potential. So I think that's a situation they're going to have to figure out sooner rather than later. And once that's done, I think we see the better days of Anthony Edwards.
Better days ahead, ladies and gents. We're going to take a quick break. On the other side, Sam Amick is back on the show. We'll talk to him next.
Run it back, run it up, run it back, run it up.